Hello, everyone. So what I have in this rod tube is exactly what it says. It's a rod made by Headwaters Bamboo Rod Company in Idaho. Now, they've been in business making some classic but modern fly fishing gear since 2002. And I feel like I should be wearing white cotton gloves when I take this thing out because it is just absolutely stunning, and it would be perfect like in a museum. It is just absolutely beautiful. It is protected very nicely in this rigid case that's nylon covered, has a shoulder strap and a handle. This is adjustable. Uh, Zipper in goes almost all the way around, but this thing is just, I'm in awe every time I take it out, and it's not going to be any different this time. So in the tube is also a very nice nylon case that matches. Set this aside. Has two little tie straps on it. Even has the company tag right there. So this is uh, just beautiful. When I was a kid, seeing well, bamboo rods were just more common when I was a kid. Um, I used to see more of them, and it was, I was using a fiberglass little Zebco rod and reel, catching fish down at the creek and stuff, and I'd see these guys with these handmade, custom made bamboo fly rods, and some bamboo spinning rods, and was just kind of in awe. And I got to catch a few fish using them, and there's just nothing like catching a fish on a bamboo rod. Um, this is definitely a very modern version of a classic bamboo rod. It has the nice cigar shaped cork handle, the wood grain reel seat, and these are metal. This isn't plastic, um, so you don't have to worry about those breaking. Now, this isn't a like a heavyweight rod. This is a four weight for small waters, for small creeks, small lakes. Not monster fish. I would hate to even hook a monster fish on there because I wouldn't want to damage it, but it does have a lot of flex. I mean, it's natural bamboo, hand crafted, hand planed sections of bamboo, glued and wrapped, and just the blackened, flamed finish. And then the veneer on there is just stunning black line guide wraps. The first line guide has the agate ring in the middle, and then the rest are kind of this the metal spiral guides. Has the metal ferrule for attaching the second piece. But no, this is just beautiful, absolutely stunning. So, Headwaters Bamboo Rod Company, Premier Series, 7 foot, 0 inches, four weight, medium fast. It also does have the little uh, ring here for hooking your fly or your snap. This thing looks so delicate, like like it would snap, but that's not the case. Bamboo is extremely flexible, um, and it's not just one piece of bamboo. This is you know pieces that are glued and wound together, so it has the strength of more than just one piece of bamboo. Now, I'm not going to treat this like I am a fiberglass or carbon fiber or composite rod section, because it's not. This is a natural occurring fiber, and it's self-sustainable. So they're not using those other manufactured materials to make this. But yeah, four-weight rod is going to be for catching some small trout out of creeks and reservoirs. But it would also be great for panfish, for catching bluegill and things like that. fish that don't get to be, massive. I wouldn't want to go trying to use poppers for 5 pound largemouth bass. I mean, that would be a hoot, but um, this just isn't designed for that. This is designed for small waters and for, small to medium sized fish. Um, but yeah, just the sheen on this thing is just uh, absolutely stunning. So I do have other fly combos, fly outfits. I don't have the reel for this yet. And I'm not just going to rush out and buy the first reel I see for, 3 or 4 weight or 4 or 5 weight. Uh, I'm going to look at their reels and I'm going to look at some other very nice, um, modern classic type of reels and go old school. I'm going to get a willow um, woven creel and use some old fly patterns and go out and take this thing and just enjoy the outdoors. But yeah, it's just I know this camera is not doing this thing any justice at all. Um, but this is how it was done years and years and years ago was bamboo. And this is more beautiful than any old bamboo rod I've ever seen. They didn't well, I can't say they didn't take the same attention to detail like they did on this, but this is just a more modern version. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. If I saw this in a museum, I would think it belongs there, honestly. Um, this is just absolutely beautiful. And I can't wait to get it in a little stream, either in Montana or Wyoming or even here in California. But yeah, even the handwritten description on there, whether it's handwritten or stamped or whatever, it just has the old classic custom look. I mean, this is a custom made by hand, handcrafted, hand planed bamboo strips that are glued and everything to make this absolutely beautiful fly reel or fly rod. And that reel seat is just gorgeous. So yeah, a lot of uh, rods you see these days have all plastic components, and they're just in it to save money on every little part. But this is not the case. I mean, it it has a line guide with agate. Um, but yeah, so instead of just stuttering and mumbling and oohing and awing over this thing, I'm just gonna close this review out and say that this is probably the nicest fishing rod out of all the different types of fishing I do. Spinning rods and reels, bait casting, surf rods, deep sea, everything. This is the most beautiful handmade custom rod I've ever owned. And I at least have 30 rods and reels currently, but over the last 40 years I've been fishing, it's been well over 100 um, different rod and reel combos. But this is by far the most beautiful fishing rod of any type of fishing, not just fly fishing, but all of them across the board. The most beautiful um, custom handmade rod I've ever had. And hopefully I can do it justice by getting a nice modern 4 weight fly reel that, the classic looking one and go. I don't care if the trout are 6 inches or 8 inches or if they're 19 inches. I don't care. This is just it's going to be a magic moment to catch some fish on this thing. So hopefully I could get some nice ones, get some And before quick release, get some pictures and add it to the review. That's my goal. So wish me luck. All righty, folks. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Tight lines and go get some fish. All right. Goodbye.